Hi everyone. Now we are going to discuss about one important fundamental topic of quantum mechanics. It is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. So you just see the picture of Heisenberg who derived the concept of uncertainty principle regarding the measurement of position and momentum of a particle in a system. So before you are going to the topic, we just want to share certain notes regarding uncertainty principle. Even Heisenberg itself given certain quotes regarding uncertainty. So in a strict formulation of the law of causality, if we know the present, we can calculate the future. It is not the conclusion that is wrong, but the premise on an implication of the uncertainty principle. Is the quote given by Heisenberg itself regarding uncertainty, whereas there is a bumper sticker is there regarding that Heisenberg might have slept here. Whereas if you have one more quote regarding that, call it the Heisenberg uncertainty principle of error. We can be wrong or we can know it, but we can't do both at the same time. So one more very important quote is, separation of the observer from the phenomenon to be observed is no longer possible. So these are the very famous quotes regarding Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. So from this quotes itself we can understand there is a duality nature between the particles, like wave nature and particle nature of the objects. So with respect to the play of wave nature duality, we are getting difference of results, and then what may be the error. So that is the concept of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Before we are going to the topic of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, you have to know what is uncertainty. So the state of being uncertain, or something that is uncertain or that causes one to feel uncertain, or being dependent on chance. So these are the exact meaning of uncertainty. So what is the error, or why classical mechanics is not giving favorable results on physical phenomena? It may be due to limitation of apparatus and its measurements, inability of the observer, and the third most important is determinism. So coordinates and velocity of particle along with all the forces known, the velocity and coordinates at any time could be known. So this is the concept of classical mechanics. So if you want to say what is the exact difference between classical world and quantum world, so in classical world the observer is objective and passive in nature. So physical events happen independently of whether there is an observer or not. By means that we have a word objective reality is happening in the classical mechanics based experiments or the analysis. Whereas if you are going with the case of quantum world, the observer is not objective and passive. So the act of observation changes the physical system irrevocably. So this one is to be named as subjective reality. So you just notice that in classical world the system is objective reality, which is based on what much the results produced by the objective. Whereas in quantum world we are working with what about the reaction expected, so it is called subjective reality. So regarding Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is a key principle in quantum mechanics. By 1927, Werner Heisenberg stated that it is impossible to know precisely where an electron is and what path it follows. In a rough manner, we can say it as, if the momentum of a particle is precisely known, then the location of the same particle is completely unknown. In other words, we can say if we know everything about where a particle is located, so by means that the uncertainty in position will be small, we don't know about its momentum. That is called uncertainty of momentum is large, and it may be a vice versa also. So not even for position momentum, plenty of versions are there for quantum mechanics side while explaining of uncertainty principle, like energy and time also. So we exactly say that Heisenberg's uncertainty principle states that it is impossible to measure or calculate exactly both the position and the momentum of an object. So this principle is based on wave particle duality of matter. Even though Heisenberg's uncertainty can be ignored in the macroscopic world, it holds significant value in the quantum world. Since the atoms and subatomic particles have very small masses, and any increase in the accuracy of their positions will be accompanied with an increasing in uncertainty associated with their velocity. So Heisenberg's uncertainty principle holds good with microscopic world, whereas it not holds good in macroscopic world. So we say Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is a fundamental theory which explains why it is impossible to measure more than one quantum variable simultaneously in an experimental procedure. So by Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, we can't measure complementary variables of matter or particle at the same time in a certain manner. So just find certain examples of the complementary variables. We already told that, it is already informed that there is a chance of not even position and momentum, some other pairs are there. So that pairs are to be named as complementary pairs. Some examples are energy and time, any two Cartesian compounds of angular momentum, position and momentum is a very famous regarding uncertainty principle, and spin on different axes, waves and particle nature, value of a field and its change with respect to certain positions, and entanglement and coherence. So the physical origin of the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is with the quantum system. So determination of position by performing a measurement on the system disturbs itself sufficiently to make the determination of the momentum and vice versa. So that is the concept of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. So if you want to say why it is not possible to measure both position and momentum simultaneously, you just think about the case an experiment is regarding where there is an electromagnetic wave hits over the electron. So you know about Compton effect. So what is happening whenever the electromagnetic wave is incident on the electron, it was noticed that the electrons have a recoiling effect, by means it start moving. So you just find the case when the energy is incident on the electron, some of its energy will be transferred like momentum, by means that the electromagnetic wave with lesser frequency or the higher wavelength will be relieved from the system. So if I want to measure the position and momentum of the particle, what is required? So if we want to measure the position accurately, so we need of shorter wavelength. So a light of shorter wavelength is required. So you know well by Planck's law, E equal to h nu, or it is hc by lambda. A photon with shorter wavelength have larger energy. So whenever you are supported with a shorter wavelength, the kick over the electron will be high because of high energy electromagnetic wave. So in the reverse case, if the kick is high, definitely the momentum will be high. So it is not at all possible to measure the position of electrons in an accurate manner. So if you want to determine the momentum accurately, the electron must be only given with a small kick. So which means that light of longer wavelength has to be utilized for this experiment. So you just find a case considering an example of position of an electron is to be measured. So in order to measure the position of an object, a photon must collide with it and return to the measuring device. Since photon hold some finite momentum, a transfer of momentum will occur when the photon collides with the electron. So this transfer of momentum will cause the momentum of the electrons to increase. So that is the reason why it is not possible to precisely measure the momentum of the electron. Suppose you are imposing the case of you measure the displacement of electron because of the collision of the electromagnetic wave. If you are concentrating on measuring the displacement, then you can lose the precise accuracy on measuring the momentum of the electron. So thus any attempt at the measuring position on measuring the position of a particle will increase the uncertainty in the values of its momentum. So this is the reason why it is not possible to measure both position and momentum simultaneously. So if you further increase, what is the reason behind it? So you know well the similar statements can be imposed over localized particles by means where you known with the position of the particles, especially you say electrons is a localized particle inside the atom. So in quantum theory, a localized particle is modeled by a linear superposition of free particle like plane wave states called as wave packets. You just see the combination of a wave packet. So it consists of several electromagnetic waves of several wavelengths. So due to the superposition of all these several plane waves, we got the final wave packet. So you just notice that where is the photon. So we have the region. So we say delta x is the region we find the probability of getting a photon. So a wave packet contains many wavelengths and therefore de Broglie relations many momentum possible in quantum mechanics. So this particle also has many values of position, although the particle is confined mostly within the interval of delta x. So the particle can be better localized by means that the delta x can be decreased if more plane wave states of different wavelength or momenta are added together in the right way. So once we want to confine where is the position of photon within this wave packet or quanta in the wave packet, so if we want to increase the accuracy measurement on locating the photon within this region, then it was noticed that the momentum, the accuracy measurement on momentum of the particle will be lesser. So by means that if you say in raw words delta x, error in position is be decreased, in the reverse case error in momentum will get increased. Okay, right? So now we go for the important formulation of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. We already said that delta x is the error in position of measurement and delta p is the error in the measurement of momentum, and then the product of uncertainty in position of a particle and the uncertainty in its momentum can never be less than 1/2 of the reduced Planck constant. In the earlier case it was started with h by 2 pi, or you say it is h cross, but later it is changed as h cross by 2. Since the momentum p will be given with mv, so you can write Heisenberg's uncertainty principle as like of delta x into delta mv is greater than or equal to h by 4 pi, otherwise h cross by 2. So you just find that in a case of delta v is the error in the measurement of velocity and assuming mass remaining constant during the experiment, and then you can get the final solution of error in displacement, the product of error in displacement and the product with the error in velocity will be greater than or equal to h cross by 2m. So in most of the cases what matter is the order, not the magnitude. So by means that we can write delta x, the product of delta x and delta p is greater than or equal to h or h by 2 pi or h by 4 pi, all are same. But as of calculation of actual uncertainty on the recent days, it was mentioned with h by 4 pi. So this is a real formulation of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle regarding position and momentum alone. So plenty of complementary pairs are there. So this one is a very famous position. They are just analyzing the uncertainty between position and momentum of the microparticles. So how you imply the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle? You just say that accurate measurement on position and momentum automatically indicates large uncertainty in the measurement of the other quantities. Suppose you are just applying with the case of an electron in an orbit of an atom. So you know well h is a constant, Planck's constant, and m is a mass is also a constant. Just imply the case of what may be the product of errors in position and velocity of the electron within the atom. So you just find that once you substitute the values, all are constant, h by 4 pi m, the same formula what we derived on the last slide. So once you substitute all the values, then you can get the final term of it is 10 power minus 4. So the product of error in displacement with the error in velocity will be at least equal to 10 power minus 4 the values. So suppose if the position of the electron is measured accurately to its size by means of 10 power minus 10 meter in Armstrong unit, then the error in the measurement of its velocity wanted to be, just find that if I say delta x and delta v is equal to 10 to minus 4, then if you say delta x is 10 power minus 10, if you come back to denominator and then you got the final term, the error in velocity will be equal to 10 power 6 times of meter, otherwise you say it is equal to 1000 kilometers. So what it says that if you want to increase the accuracy in analyzing position of an electron within the orbit, then the velocity, error in velocity will be so high, of the order of 10 power 6 meter. So Heisenberg principles applies to only dual natured microscopic particle and not to macroscopic particle whose wave nature is very small. So this is the reason. Suppose you say why it is not possible to see the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle in macroscopic world. So when you are applying the condition of light electromagnetic wave is incident on the electron in the microscopic world, now we change it as in the macroscopic object like a basketball. So it can be understood that Heisenberg's uncertainty principle has a negligible impact on measurement in the macroscopic world. So while measuring the position of the basketball, there will still be a transfer of momentum from the photon to the ball. We already known well, if you think about the size of the basketball is very high while comparing with the size of the electron. So you know well, when the electromagnetic is incident on the basketball, there is small increase in the momentum will be there, but it is very finite, we cannot be measured. So because of the mass of the photon is much smaller than the mass of the ball, therefore any momentum imparted by the photon to the ball can be neglected. So this is the reason why Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is not to be measurable in the macroscopic world. So I think you understand the topic of Heisenberg uncertainty principle well. We can meet you soon with the next topic. Thank you.